buttons all still work. Okay, looks like I can look at the desktop. There's my bench cam. There's my ugly face cam. Looks like everything's more or less working. It's been since May since I've been down here and since I tried streaming, so all this stuff is rusty. And I'm rusty and I haven't done anything productive at this workbench in a while. So this is going to be a disaster. I have my tentative plan is that... Is this the right button? Yeah, it's the right button. My tentative plan is to build an Atari Punk circuit, an Atari Punk console, which... It's the name for... Well, I don't even remember. It's the name of a stepped tone generator circuit that this dude made in the 70s, late 80s, and other people have adopted to make different kinds of like weird little synthesizers and things. And I figured I would try to fire all this back up and see if I could make it. Starting with a blank breadboard, I guess. But probably first I should take a look at what parts I need. And it's been a while since I did an electronic stream, so I'm going to screw it all up and probably blow up half my crap. So, there we go. So, okay. Build an Atari Punk console. Let's enlarge the text on that a little bit. I've seen a few different versions of this, so this is probably like just one of the first I'm going to try looking at. Let's see. What are the parts? It's pretty simple. Like, it needs 3 potentiometers. I've got them. I don't know if they're the right size or not, but I got a few. It says I need... What else? I need a speaker. I don't really have speakers on hand, but I've got these like little piezo buzzers. I may scavenge a speaker from something somewhere or plug in some headphones and see if I can destroy my hearing. I've got the breadboard. What else does it say I need? It says I need a... I've got a 9-volt battery. I don't have a 9-volt battery clip, but I'm going to fake it by, I guess, just clipping some alligator clips to it. But yeah, so I got the timer chips here. Need an 8-ohm speaker. I don't know what that is. I don't know that that is anything close to this. It says I need a 1K ohm resistor. Pretty sure I got that in my box of parts here somewhere. Mega ohm. So the last time I streamed, I think I was trying to fix, but succeeding in breaking my one of my Nintendo Joy-Cons. I've since fixed it, but I fixed it off stream because well, I just didn't feel like streaming. 1K ohm resistor. I should get my meter. One of the things I did last time is Space Layer Darth. I don't know if it's soldering time this time around, but it's going to be breadboarding time probably. I'm going to try, I think, to make this really terrible sound synthesizer. Nothing is going to work, I predict, because I haven't done this in a long while. So let's see. I'm going to bump the camera. I was looking for a 1K ohm resistor. I have a 1K ohm resistor, that's cool. You're tinkering with your TV set-top boxes. That's fun and rewarding. Especially if you get stuff you want to watch on TV on it. Or maybe games, or, you know, all that fun stuff. Let's see, so I'm looking for what other components to grab. I got my 1K ohm resistor. That's what I want to do. I wanted to measure these potentiometers I got to see what's up. They offer Rust APIs allowing you to view recordings, live and scale, delete. You're going to write a cron job to delete your mom's soap operas. I want to say the HD Home Run DVR software I use also has a Rust API for that kind of fun stuff. It's not really a set-top box, but it's part of a set-top setup. Let's see, so this is the potentiometer. It goes up to 10k ohm. Okay, well, 10k ohm is higher than the parts list asks. Wait, no, it's lower, because the parts one is looking for a 500k ohm. The other's looking for a 5k ohm. 10k ohm's a bit much. You don't want to ask any questions in case they shut down the API. Yeah, they might not actually intend it to be used. Kind of like how the phone phreakers dumpster dived and found APIs that phone company never thought users would use. Yeah, I got some other potentiometers here. Maybe these will work. Kind of boring looking at a meter, I guess, but I'm going to try this. I got a bunch of random parts from grab bags that I don't know what they all do, so this is part of the adventure. Okay, so I wire that up to the thing. It's 2.8k ohm, 1k ohm. I mean, what's going on here? I mean, the recipe here, the parts list is asking for a 5k ohm potentiometer. Maybe I can use 10k and just not turn it up that far. Oh wait, is this 10k? No, this is 1k. Okay. No, they would. Yeah, I would have. I probably don't have the right parts for this. I might muddle along and see what happens when I use the wrong parts. That could be fun. Let's see what else I got in here. I know I got some other switches and things. Let's see. What is this? So this is a box. Yeah, the lighting is terrible here. But I got a box full of 3.5mm headphone jacks. I got a bunch of these parts. If you end up looking at my YouTube channel, which I do not, which I fully neglect, and I think one of my clips here, I have a video of me sorting through a 2-pound bag of miscellaneous electronics. And so I have a bunch of things that I barely know what they do that came from that box. Hoping to use them in garbage projects. Like this one. Yeah, I don't know that I'm pretty strong in networking. I know HTTP inside and out. I may have parts hoarder. Well, I've become one since I got all those parts. My plan was to do a stream where I sort out that bag and then find a use for every part in the bag. And then I just stopped streaming for a bit. So we'll see. That's all switches. Oh, there's another pot. This is very stressful music. Guess I could look for some of the other parts. Oops. Or I could just, like, knock my camera over. I used to know more about a bunch of little networking stuff. Like subnets and routers and NAT and all that fun stuff when I actually was playing around with it for like an apartment LAN. I've since replaced all that knowledge with other things. If I had to do it from day to day, I'd probably pick it all back up again. Don't need it right now though. Huh. So I don't know how sensitive this circuit is to differing parts. Maybe I'll find out. Because I'm looking at... Because I know there's a couple potentiometers here. There's one for volume, and then there's two potentiometers for like pitch and waveform. I got a funny meme to share with you. Let's see. Yeah, that is accurate to my entire brain at this point, yes. And sometimes it's not even new things I learn, it's that I see a bunch of new cat videos and suddenly I've forgotten how to write a makefile. It's a 10K pot. Well, 500K is a lot, though. Like, I'm off by an order of 2 magnitudes on some of these parts, which I think severely affects what the project does. Maybe I'll look around and find some other versions of this circuit and see if any of them closely match my parts. Man, I forgot how badly this chiptune player mangles the song. Alright. Because honestly, I don't really understand the circuit yet. It's a simple one, so I don't know where you get to diverge from it. Or if it will just make no noise at all. I also kind of want to get into modular synths, and I figured this might be a foot in the door. Yes, I do not want to download your ebook. I just want to steal your content. Alright, so this is using 200K potentiometers, which I feel like is different than the other circuit because the other circuit's using 500K potentiometers. So there's obviously some room, so there's some wiggle room in this circuit. I don't yet understand what the wiggle room is. So there's another rendition of it. They're talking about a 5K ohm trimmer pot. That I have. 10K ohm trimmer pots. I imagine maybe it's the capacitor values that change? I'm still refreshing myself on basic electronics, so there's a lot of this stuff I don't remember. And we want a 1 mega ohm trim pot, which I do not have. There's someone that built the console into a bucket. That's cool. A lot of these circuits are just fucking messes. Excuse me, frickin' messes. That doesn't list the circuit. Here's a wiki page. Listing the circuit. Let's see. Problems with the pot. There's a schematic. I mean, it's not a terribly complex circuit. I just seem to be missing the parts, maybe. And I wanted to learn a bit about this 555 timer chip. I can probably start tinkering with the timer chip without building this particular project. I've got 556 chips, which I believe are a package of 2 555s and 1 IC. I can't believe I don't have those pots. I have like a dozen or 2 potentiometers, and none of them apparently are the right size. I don't know if I got any more stashed somewhere. I can't pull my resistors out of the parts bin. Is this song going on too long? Yeah, this song's not over yet. mean, I guess I could just swap in plain resistors, but that's no fun because I want to tweak some knobs. Well, let's see what happens. So this circuit's asking for two 500k ohm-ish. I don't have that. I guess I could do the math and see what that means. But I barely remember ohms law. Yeah, because I got 10k ohm resistors. I think I've also kind of avoided streaming because I had it stuck in my head that I should do like a cooking show and have something already done that I then fake doing on stream so I look smart. It's probably not a really good idea. I'm sure some people do it that way, but I also just kind of wanted to turn the camera on and like make mistakes. So I got this little parts box full of garbage. Those are what I'm looking for. It doesn't seem like it should be, though. Well, let's measure one and see what it looks like. They're very unsatisfyingly small knobs, though. Yeah, this is like a 500 ohm pot, not even a 500k ohm. WhatsApp bot to make recipe polls. That could be fun. Oh, I got wires and resistors and transistors and chip sockets, but not the exact knobs I'm looking for. Alright. Oh wow, I haven't seen an analog multimeter in a long time. Nice thing about them is you can see them move. So if something happens too fast for digital to pick up the analog, you can at least see some motion, usually. Let's see, okay, so what did I decide here? I think these are only 5k ohm pots. Oops. I've gotten very used to dropping everything on the floor. I should put a net under the table. That was especially bad when I was fixing my Joy-Cons because I kept dropping springs and things on the floor. Alright, let's see. So I decided these are 10k-ish. Well, 9k. I see. Yeah. So this is a 9k-ish. We want 500, but this is probably not going to do anything that we want it to do. Yeah, so these are 9k-ish. Oh, that one's real consistency in parts here. This is not Chiptunes. Or maybe it is. Ah, this is 9-ish. Alright, so those are 9-ish K. This silvery one, I should probably take notes. Alright, so this is the 1K pop. That's interesting. Huh. So you got like 1K and 9K pots. These are weird values. No, wait. How's that like a 20K pot? Aren't these the same? Oh, I see. Okay, okay. I am dumb. Now that I've measured them, I know why this says B20K on the top and this says B1K on the top. They look very similar except for that that marking. Huh, interesting. Alright. Is there anything written in this other one? B10K. Well, let's see if this is really 10K. Very, very riveting, exciting stuff, I know. Yeah, looks like a 10K pot. Okay, well, so they're not all the same. I thought they were. Let's see about this one. This one says nothing legible on it. Does it? Yeah, as far as I can tell, it doesn't say anything. Okay, well. Alright, well, this looks like a 10K pot. Or 9-ish K. Okay, so it matches the other ones I got in the pile here. And what about this last one? I bet it's a 9-ish K pot. Would help if I had all these parts labeled. Alright, yeah, this is a 9-ish K. 8.5-ish, 9-ish K. These are very sloppy tolerance parts, apparently. Because one goes all the way up to like 9.7K. Alright, well I got this whole bag. And they're all clearly different. But what's the range, I wonder? Because I got this little baggie of potentiometers that are apparently not all the same value. They're probably none of them what I need, though. Let's see. Oh, wait. B100K. That's promising. 5K, not what I'm looking for. 1 meg. Well, that could serve as a 500K if I only turn it up halfway. That's promising. There's a 50K. Okay, well. 10K. Oh, well, I got one 500K. Okay. That's promising. Alright, so I only have one 500K on pot. Says I need 2. I could possibly use the 1 meg and only turn it halfway. You're trying to teach yourself calculus, never learned it in school. I, on paper, learned it in school. I don't remember it. I think I also got a C. Wouldn't mind taking it again. I think my hardest problem with calculus was I found a use for matrix or linear algebra, matrix math. I found a use for that in like transforming graphics. I didn't find a use for calculus in like computer science. Could be a lack of imagination, could be they just didn't really help me find a thing for that. Okay, so I just need a 5K out, which I think I just found. Okay. But yeah, matrix math let me like rotate spaceships and make shapes do things on a computer screen, so I grasped that pretty quick. Alright, well I got some of these parts. I got my I don't know. Oh yeah, 1 mega ohm, 500 k ohm, a 5 k ohm potentiometer. Let me see, I'm going to look for the rest of the parts now. I got the timer chip, I got a speaker, I got a 1 k ohm resistor. So maybe this isn't as bad as I think it's going to be. I think it's a 1 k ohm resistor. You've been teaching yourself maths from scratch for the last year. That's pretty ambitious. It's oh wait, no, this is not a 1 k ohm, this is a... Oh yeah, it is, okay, it's a 0.995 k ohm, okay. I don't think I'm sunk yet. I'm gonna lift the camera up a little bit. You can see a little more. Your biggest hurdle is when they just throw in the weird symbols like Greek symbols. Yeah. I don't want you to get confused with actual letters. And then we in computer science just turned around and made them all just ASCII characters. Alright, so I got the resistor, I got that. So now I need 1 k ohm resistor, I got it. Two 0.01 microfarad capacitors. I think I have those. It might be in this bag. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I've got a capacitor checking function on the meter, so I can maybe verify what these are. Oh, I know what this is. These capacitors are labeled but they're labeled with a part number. Oh, this is frustrating. I was about to throw out this box too. So I bought this Interstellar Electronics Electronic Component Assortment, 2,190 pieces. It's got a lot of cool stuff in it, but well, it's got a lot of little baggies of things. Now, I would think 471 has some relationship to the value of what these parts do, but it does not. Instead, it's a reference to this list. So I guess if I threw away this box, I'd be up a creek. So I'm wondering, is that a nanofarad? What's a nanofarad? 0.01 UF to nano to NF. Help me, Google. Tell me this stupid thing that I don't remember. It's 10... What? Now I'm trying to convert from what the schematic says to what my stupid box of parts asks for. So... is that one? Okay, capacitor and a conversion chart. So I got 0.01 microfarad. And is 10 PF. Do I have 10 PF? I do have 10 PF. Okay, so that's a unit I can match. So 0.01 microfarad is 10 picofarad. I think that's what that unit is. Picofarad on my chart here. Baggy 100. This is annoying. I'm gonna have to copy this chart, aren't I? Because I was thinking of either throwing out this bag or repurposing it. I love that these baggies are all like hand labeled. It looks like a cousin to my own handwriting, just as unreadable. And again, I'm looking for baggie 100. I think that, no, that looks like a 200. $101. Is there a 101 on there? Yeah, there is a 101 and it is not what I want. Do I have enough space for your workspace? Yeah, I kind of carved out a grungy corner of our basement. I used to have a gigantic basement available for projects. Then we moved across the country to a much smaller house for very good reasons. This looks like a 104. There's got to be a better way to organize this crap that I haven't bothered to discover because I haven't spent enough time down here. Ah, this looks like 100. Either that or it's 106. I would guess 106. Yeah, I might have to come up with new labels for these because this is a pain in the butt. 221. Huh. Oh no. Now they're on the floor. Watch my exciting stream as I go through parts. 334. And I guess I could have done this before the stream, but... Huh. Hi. Oh, wait. Is that... So that kind of looks like a 100. And we're going to look out. Well, I guess, though, if you're watching the stream and you're thinking about getting one of these parts kits, here's your weirdo unboxing. Alright. I think I can test this, just to be sure it's what I think it is. I'm pretty sure, yeah, there it is. There's the capacitor checking setting. I'm about to sneeze. Hopefully I don't sneeze on the mic. There we go. I think I even managed to turn down the mic. I need a foot pedal or something to mute the mic. Trying to get one of these dang things out of the bag. There we go, we got one out of the bag. I think I'm on... Yeah, there we go. So that is my capacitor testing mode. I just want to I want to ensure this is 0.01. Oh no, my battery's running low. Butts. I need to put a new battery in here. But hopefully I can just test this real quick. I got these little fun hooky things, which tells me nothing. Tells me nothing. Well, I don't like that. 1 nanofarad, that's incorrect. Does it not go lower than a nanofarad? Humph. Guess it doesn't go lower than a nanofarad. Oh, wait, there's a microfarad. Oh wait, this is supposed to be... Oh no, it's a picofarad. Yeah, no, it just does, Microfarad and nanofarad. I guess picofarad is too low. Maybe it doesn't matter so much. 10. Yeah, see, I'm looking for 0.001, so it's just one order of magnitude lower than apparently my range gives me. Oh well. Well, it should be measurable in the thousands of nanofarads, shouldn't it? Maybe? Or I can just try it. I can just try it and see what it does. What other parts do I need? I'm gonna pin this tab. Alright, so I got the tiny capacitor. I need 2 of those buggers. Alright, well there's not very many parts to this. It does use an LED, which I want to use because that apparently tells me true UF, that would be 220. The LED would tell me also whether it's working, so I kind of want that. Choo UF, and what was 22 UF? Or 0.22 UF, 0.22 is 220 picofarad, which I have, and it's in 220 megafarad. That's or picofarad, 220 picofarad. That's a bag 221. Very helpful bag 221. Bag 221. I had them all spelled out a second ago. And then I put them all away because I didn't think I needed any more. Full. Bag 200, 220, getting close. The other thing too is these part bag numbers are in no order related to the value. So it's not like if I find a number that's close, the part will be close. So that's fun. 225, 223. It's going to be the last bag I pick up in it. Haha. This appears to be 221. And that is, I believe, 221. 220 picofarad. 220 picofarad. So, 0.22. 0.22. Am I reading this wrong? I think I'm reading this wrong. Yeah, I'm reading this wrong. Son of a pup. Yep. I'm reading this entirely wrong. I was reading all the way across and getting the order of magnitude wrong. No. This is what I want here. Yeah, these are capacitors. And they're all numbered now. Not by anything, not by anything related to their useful values. They're labeled. The parts number is what the bag has on it. The actual value is in this table. So I'm trying to like cross-reference down to the right thing. So I'm looking for 0.22 microfarad, which is bag 224. Okay. This is really helpful for projects. This is a really helpful kit. Alright, bag 224. And that I need 1. I'm probably going to have to return those ones I already picked out to the bag. Alright, let me see if I can measure these. The values on the table are the measure of capacitance. So like resistance has a measurement, capacitance has a measurement in farads. And so like UF is microfarad, I believe NF is nanofarad, and P is picofarad. I believe, unless I totally have it mixed up. Alright. Well, good news is I can measure this capacitor. It says it's 230 nanofarad, which 220 nanofarad comes out to be what I'm looking for. Yeah, so I wanted a 220 nanofarad, so I've got one of those. And I've got two of those, roughly. The other thing, too, is these, I don't know what the tolerance is on these, but all of these parts have a classification. Like, they're 22, they're like 0.22 microfarad. In reality, they're going to be give or take. And there's usually a manufacturing tolerance that tells you what percentage of give and take you should expect them to have, because electronics is messily physical. So it's not like saying, you know, this interface takes X parameters. It's, well, if you do the messy math, you'll get this circuit to do roughly XYZ with certain voltages, and which is good enough within certain percentage tolerances. Weirdly, my mind was blown at one point by learning, because I know a bit of electronics, a little bit. I need to refresh myself on all of it. I knew a little bit about interfacing with like 8-bit processors and stuff. You know, slow things like under a megahertz of clock speed. I was freaked out the first time I learned that high frequency, more like modern computing, starts to become fast enough to be sensitive to the speed of electrons. Like, older stuff, who cares? It's too slow to really make a difference. It might as well be instantaneous. But when you start getting into much faster clock cycles, the length of the traces on circuit boards matter. To the point where they will make them run in like snaky zigzags on one part of the board to match the exact precise length of another trace on the circuit board. Freaked me out the first time I learned that. Like, oh, this stuff isn't just logical, it's analog squashed down to digital. Or quantized or normalized or whatever. Okay, what was this other capacitor value? I wanted a 0.01 microfarad. 0.01 microfarad is a 10 nanofarad. Okay. 10 nanofarad. Does my box say I have... My box does say I have 10 nanofarad. 10 nanofarad is baggy. 10 nanofarad looks like baggy 103. So let's find baggy 103. I've been through these baggies enough, I should be able to find it. You know, if I was thinking, instead of scooping these all back up into a pile every time, I would have just laid them out on my desk. I'm gonna beat the crap out of the mic while I'm talking to you, but note to myself when I review this video, lay these parts out to look for the parts number. You dummy. Okay. We're looking for 10 nanofarad. Someday, today, because days contain multitudes, I'm Gonna have a thing that makes noise. Okay. That looks like the ticket. I've got 8 nanofarads. I'm guessing that's 9, 8. Also depends on how accurate this thing measures, depending on what I'm doing to the parts. Okay, so this is 10 nanofarad part, ideally. Let's see what it says. Oh, 10 exactly. Okay. 10 nanofarad. Let's test this part again. 8 nanofarad. Let me try a different one from the back. I'm at that stage where, like, I don't understand the circuit. So I don't know which parts are super significant. I want to build the circuit, screw around with the circuit, take it apart. Huh, 8 nanofarad. Well, okay. I wonder if it's better to have 2 of the same value, at least. Let's try one other one. I guess this is what I get for, like, budget parts. Oh, 10 nanofarad, that's exact. Okay. Well, I'm going to throw the other ones back in the bag. So I guess now the question is, do I need any other capacitors at all before I pack all these back up? Let's see. No other capacitors. Okay, I think I might have all my parts, except for a blue LED, and I guess this particular version of this circuit has you able to use some light-sensitive resistors, so you can kind of play it like a quasi-theremin and like just wave your hands at it. I thought that sounded fun. You know what I'm going to do? It's have to do at some point. I guess what I could do is take a scan or a picture of this little capacitors chart, print it out, and stick it as a slip of paper in the parts bag. It sucks to lose this box. I probably need better parts organization, because all I did is I decided I wanted to go nuts on electronics earlier this year and bought a few just like part assortment kits and like one parts bin and see if that would end up working out for me. I've already forgotten which of these parts is which. That's alright though. Let's get an LED. So I got a whole bunch of LEDs. Whole bunch of LEDs. I don't think I'm going to use a blue one though. Red is classic. I don't think I have any blue. Yeah, let's use a big fat red LED. I'll always use a different one later if I want. I'm going to get some spares out of here too. I am probably going to blow at least one of these up. I always do. That's okay because I have a ton of them. And what fun is it if you don't blow anything up? A whistle key finder. Like you whistle and it beeps back. Someday I'll have a good placement for this microphone. Or I might use a lapel mic, I don't know. Alright. The blue LED. This LED must need a resistor. Yeah, 470 ohm resistor. Phillips made one for a James Bond film. That's cool. Guess I can let you see me sorting through parts. Universe 470. Not K, but just 470 ohm. Guess I could also spread these out on my workbench. Of course, when I dumped it out like that, they're all labeled side down. That's 330k ohm. See, now these are labeled with their value. The capacitors are all labeled by parts bag, by parts bag number. These are labeled with their value, so they're a lot easier to go through. I appreciate that a lot better. I mean, I don't know that it would have been a lot more effort to, like, write the part number than to write the part description. You whistled and it blew up. That sounds pretty fun. Surely there's a better way to organize resistors like this too. I've done like 2 or 3 different little mini projects now and done this same process. I guess I could sort them also, but I'm kind of impatient and just want to find the part that I want, which is why they're out of order. And they'll probably always remain out of order. Well, these are fun. These are 0 ohm resistors. Basically just wires that go straight through, but they fit in the spot where a resistor would. 10k ohm. 10k ohm. My music stopped. Why did you stop, Mr. Music? Maybe we need the next song. Can you dig it? I swear I have seen this resistor. Oh, son of a pup. What's in this other bag? Huh. Well, this is interesting. These are These are labeled UH. I don't know what UH means. Let's Google that. Let's sit on our headphone cord. All right. Inductor. Oh, those are not resistors. What? I don't know. Huh, okay. I don't know or don't remember what an inductor does. It is not what I need at the moment, though. It's just like resistors. See, that's very helpful. These parts are labeled with a unit number, or a number and a unit, and therefore I know what they are. Yeah, there we go. There's, it even lists some inductors. Inductors are not what I want, though. It says there are 20 470k resistors in here, so I'm looking for those. I have another thing. I've almost got the parts, is the thing. It's 1K. There it is. Somehow, it's like a magic trick. When I shook the box, 470 shook right out. Okay. Let's be sure I got what I think I got. 470 ohm. See, Weird. I'm gonna have to learn what an inductor is now that since I apparently have some. Yeah, there we go. So the label is correct. 470-ish. And I just need one. Just need one. Now. Alright. 470. I probably should label these parts too, because I got like, these parts. I haven't kept track of what they all are. But that's okay. Remembering how to measure. And since I got these two resistors, the resistor I just picked up, maybe I'll remember this. This is a 1K ohm. I'm going to put that below the 470 on my workbench. Maybe I'll remember that the sizes progress downward. This is my 470 ohm. Okay. Well, I think I have close enough to the parts that I need. My cat is yelling at me. He wants dinner. I'm probably going to only stream for... I've only been doing for about an hour. I only probably have another hour in me before I got to run off for dinner. Light-sensitive resistors. I think that's what these are. Let's see. They are also labeled with part numbers. I don't think 5537 is a useful number. I see. Maybe those are the part numbers, because down here at the bottom, 5537. Well, let me look that up real quick. 5537. Photoresistor. Okay, so those are... See, this is what's confusing. This is the part number of this part, as it's generally known. Those capacitors are labeled by arbitrary numbers as far as I can tell. Okay. So, 5537 photoresistor. What does it do? I was kind of looking for, like, what is its range? Doesn't really say. I can try it and see. Because I know I have others on hand, so the circuit calls for two of them. I'm going to see what happens with two of these. So hopefully, in a little while, before I sign off from the stream, I'll be able to make the thing make noise. Back to the schematic. So, I have 9-volt battery. You can't see it because it's covered up by chat. Oh well, you'll see it in a second. I got a 9-volt battery. If I don't have a 9-volt battery clip, I'm going to just fake it with some alligator clips. 8-ohm speaker. I got a piezo buzzer. It's not the same, but I'm hoping I can put some kind of sound through it. I got the timer chips here. I gotta break open this little thing. I mean, it looks like a real simple assembly. I got the parts. Let's see how well I do. If this works, I would kind of like to solder it all together, make it a permanent circuit. I also have seen... So I'd like to get into, I think I mentioned this earlier, I'd like to get into modular synths, and I've read a bit about them. I'd also like to get into maybe making some modular synth modules. What I've read that makes them kind of cool is it's kind of an analog computing environment, sort of. Not really, but you control various things with what's called control voltage. So like, rather than digital 0-1 signals, if you want to make a note, you apply a certain voltage to a circuit. If you want to make a note 1 octave higher, you double the voltage. You double the voltage, yeah. So, to do the scales, you hit certain voltages, and that's called your control voltage. You can also use the control voltage for volume, and you can use it for a bunch of other things. So basically, like, all the knobs you tweak and whatever, you're controlling voltage to make sounds do things. Ah, come on, get out of the tube. There we go. So it's kind of like analog computing, I think. You gotta use some math and all that fun stuff. Where did I put my resistors? It's my resistors. Alright. Let's see. I think I got everything. Yeah. Okay. My cat's yelling at me. Okay. So now I want to get to the actual assembly. Step 2, 5-5 what? Yeah. 555 timer chip was the world's first integrated circuit. While nowadays this might not mean much to you or me, back in the day, this revolutionized circuit building and began the miniaturization trend which continues today. More or less, the 555 chip took an entire circuit and put it all in one package. So small and handy was this design that it originally cost over $5,000 for a single chip. I bought 10 556s, which is the equivalent of 20 555s for $5. So, I've come a long way, I guess. I was probably ripped off. I didn't buy them in bulk. Yeah, I was ripped off. You can buy one for all of 10 cents now. Yeah, probably shouldn't tell you how much I spent because I'm a fool. Alright, 556, 2 chips together. The circuit. Okay. If you're one of those smart people who knows how to read a circuit diagram, then you don't really need to read any further. Well, that's somewhat true about me, so let's see. Maybe I can work just from this circuit diagram. Okay. Well, the first thing, I'm going to plonk. Actually, no, the first thing. Well, yeah. You might want to see the breadboard more closely. I need a better camera for this workbench. Alright. This is terrible. This is a really bad camera. But you'll be able to see me putting the wires down. Also, this song is awful. Go away. Alright, so we're looking at a little dot, I imagine, is where pin 1 starts. I'll probably be proved wrong. Alright, we got our timer into the breadboard. What does our circuit diagram say next? Also kind of want to put these into the breadboard. But what are these? I need the 500K and the 500K. I got a 1 meg and I got a 5K. Okay. So, can I put these in and bend them down? Probably not. Let's just stick them in at the edge. When I fit in the breadboard, yeah, they line up with breadboard holes, so that's cool. But the pins are too big. Oh no, can I not use this on this breadboard at all? That's a bummer. Oh no, there it sits in now. Okay. Now I got 2 knobs. 2 knobs. Shaping up nicely. I'm gonna call that, we got us VR1 and VR2. I'm going to call that VR1 and VR2 left and right. Looks like we got... we got a line output. Okay, so that's where I could hook up one of my many jacks. Let me try putting one of those on the board too. If that'll fit in the breadboard. It might be neat to annoy the stream. By piping really bad noise into it. I crash again. Chip machine. Alright. So the question is if any of these jacks are friendly with a breadboard. Which is not a given. Really not a given. Maybe this one? No. I might have to leave that part of the circuit off for now until I figure it out. Let's come back to that part of the circuit. What else we got? Because the rest of this looks pretty simple. Like, I can probably just go by the pins. Should probably grab some wire. I've got a wire stripper, little handy gun thing around here. There she is. I wonder what color of wire I should go with. Probably a little black and white. Red and white. Could just do it all in red. Color doesn't really matter at this point, I guess. Let's do blue. Let's break my workbench. So I got this box on the back of my workbench that's spools of wire, solid core wire. So I just grabbed a bunch of blue. I'm going to use that as my my jumper wire here. Maybe like use this for power. Song on Commodore 64. Alright. I guess it would help if I showed you this little thingy. I'm using this to strip my wires. It's kind of a cool little tool. Stick it in the jaws. Instantly stripped wire. Really cool. Good for plugging into a breadboard. So I'm just going to run this to the power rails of this breadboard. And that's where the 9 volt's going to go in. Probably via banana clips, unless I can find a 9 volt battery clip, which I don't think I have. So black is to ground. So I'm not connecting the power yet, but I know that's where it's going to go. You know, actually my little piezo buzzer here, the wires are probably not strong enough to go into a breadboard peg hole, so we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so this is V1, or VR1. VR1 looks like it's over there. Looks like we got voltage going to the wipers of both. Actually, I wonder if it would... No. I was kind of wondering, actually, it might be easier to put the power on the bottom rail. I'd be kind of rubbing the pots. Actually, yeah, why don't we do that? I'm going to put the pots... Move them over a little bit. I'm going to put the output on top. And then battery can be towards the bottom, I guess. Somewhere like that. Doesn't really matter. I'm fussing with things that don't matter yet. Okay, so we're gonna need the wiper is the middle pin, I think. Yeah, wiper is the middle pin. So both these want to connect to power. So maybe I'll set these back one. That'll make that wiring a lot easier. Yeah, why didn't I think of that earlier? So then they can just go to the bottom pinholes. Yeah, I know why I set them so close to the edge. I set them close to the edge because then they were easier to turn over there. Oh, I can still turn. Okay. I can always mess around with it later. Fussing around with all these components and I don't need to yet. Okay. Bent the pots back a little bit. That'll work. That's kind of cool. We can get at those. Okay, so I need 2 jumpers. The wipers of both of these need to go to voltage. According to our schematic. It's middle open. So I need a little bit of wire for each to go to the voltage. You can't see that. This is going to be real jankily measured, I guess. I just want to run a little blue wire down to voltage. Roughly measuring them, I guess. Hopefully I can keep this kind of clean. Oh, this wire doesn't want to go into the breadboard. You're too good for your home. You're too good for your home, that's your home. This is where maybe another camera would help if I could, like, center it on what I'm doing. This wire's a little long, but that's okay. There we go. Not the neatest, shortest wire, but it's okay. I can do better for the next one, maybe. I guess it's better than being too short. Drop everything on my feet. Alright. Actually, you know the other thing I need? I could use tweezers to place on these wires. I can hold a wire in the tweezers, which might be better than my fat fingertips. Now these pots are a little hard to work with from front. I'm going to take them out of the board first. So I'm connecting this to power. I'm dropping it on the floor. I'm completely losing everything. Well, I was talking about using the tweezers, but apparently I'm not. Okay. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm running it from power. And the middle pin of the wiper is going to connect to that. The wiper pin of the pot. Middle pin. Okay. So I've got that much done already. It's kind of janky, but it's done. Alright. Now I also want, looks like pin 4 running along this this top line here. Pin 4 of the chip goes to that too. I'm already worried about aesthetics here. I'm worried about all the wrong things. Why is this wire not going in the hole? It may also be significant that I'm 2 beers in, but at least I haven't hit the whiskey. There we go. There we don't go. just noticed the potentiometers were not at exactly the same spots on the board, and it bothered me, which it shouldn't already. Good enough. Good enough. Besides, the chip isn't centered either. Alright, so I'm at pin 4. Down to power. That seems about right. Strip a little less off for jumper. That seems like enough. I'd like it to go flush, if it could. Is that enough? Yeah, that's enough. You know, I could measure or something funky like that, but I'm not going to. Eyeballing everything. Because why not? Okay, so just a triple check. Diagram says pin 4 on the timer is going to voltage plus. So I believe that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, pin 4. What do we got next? Pin 4 goes there. I guess what I could connect next is the wipers, or the, not the wipers, but one of the sides of the, each of the sides of the pots connect to the chip. So I could go from the back or the front and get those pinholes. Let's see. Pin 1. Pin 1 of the chip goes to this pot. So let's do this. Alright, so pin 1. Camera's crooked, that's gonna bother the crap out of me. Alright. So pin 1 of the chip goes to this wiper. So let's roughly measure that. I'm kind of making up my technique on how to do this as I go. Pin 1 is going to go right there. Good old Chrono Trigger music. Did I measure that correctly? Yeah, it's roughly right. I got lots of wires, so if I make mistakes, I can always recut the wires. Okay, so again, triple check. Pin 1 goes to the pot, and we got other stuff coming off that too. Yeah, right. See, there's a bunch of stuff here that I'm thinking maybe I need to put that at the back of the circuit. I don't know. It's going to be all kind of janky, I think. Just want to make sure The twisting knobs and the blinking lights are out of the way of the poking fingers. Okay, so VR2 is going to go to pin 13, which is up top here. Might have actually made sense to, if I wanted to match the circuit diagram, to have built the circuit like this, but no, that doesn't make sense with how the breadboard works. Okay, so So I'm trying to figure out this part of the circuit right here. So this goes to 13 and 12, and then it goes on to a capacitor to ground. I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to wire that up. And also I should make sure which capacitor that is. That's a, no, or 0.1 microfarad, which I think is... nanofarad? Yeah. Let me look at my chart again. Yeah, 10 nanofarad, correct? So both of the... yeah, 10 nanofarad. So these go in both of the ground... both of these have the pots eventually go to ground through those capacitors. Hey, buddy. What you doing? I think I'm being, like, too particular and, like, deliberative over this. But yeah, both these eventually go through to ground here. So let's do this. How about... one of these... oh, this is the wrong capacitor. Picking up the wrong parts. That is correct. So I'm going to do this. I know this capacitor is going to ground. So I'm going to do that. So now both of those are going to ground. They are at the bottom here. So for this right pot, I'm going to take the output pin, put it here, and take those two. And I need to take this output pin down here from the potentiometer and run it here. And then pins 12 and 13 take up two more holes and then we go to ground. So, okay. So that's going to go here. I think. Yeah, that's what that is. I gotta play some more Chrono Trigger. I'm like basically at the end of Chrono Trigger on the DS after not having played it back in the day when I was a little kid. Or maybe a teenager, I guess, not a little kid, but you know, back in the day. Okay, now just to kind of match the circuit, stick that there. So it's in line with the capacitor. I'm going to stick the 13 and 12 pin here so it basically matches the diagram. Yeah. Whatever. Pins 12 and 13. Looks like it's, there's the dot. So just to make sure we got this right, there's the dot. We want these two. I believe this is 12 and 13. I'm gonna run those over here. It's gonna get messy fast, I think. I want to say this is the song that plays when you're in the, like, jet car. Yeah, it's like the rally race thing against the cyborg dude. I'm being very descriptive, I know. Okay, so this is going into pin 12. Or 13, actually. This is going into 13. See, that's going to go to 12. So then 13 can go above it, and maybe my wire routing is slightly less terrible. I mean, here's hoping when I'm all done with this will make some fun noises. Oh, I should strip that longer. Keep meaning to use the tweezers more, so, so you don't have to look at my giant monster hand. So like, it goes there. That's too long. It's not going to be super pretty, but I would like it to be not entirely ugly. Getting to it. Going up. Getting to it. Going up. Getting to it. Purely professional streaming production qualities here. Everything is perfectly centered on camera at all times. There we go. Alright, so what I just tried to do there is this part of the circuit where I've got the output of the potentiometer down to 12 and 13 and then through the capacitor down to ground. I guess I can do the other side, the other potentiometer. Actually, I wonder if I should run those behind the pot. Oh, I see what's going on here. So I've got there's some interesting wiring going on here. Okay. So I've got this connection here to pin 1. It connects with a 1K resistor to 1K resistor to pin 6. Oh yeah, and pin 7 just goes to ground. I can do pin 7 real quick. Meow. Some hungry cats down here. Alright, so pin 7 goes to ground. Alright, so he's pin 7 on the ground. Wires a little long. So that's alright, things can snake under and over it. I don't have it. Yeah, I'm going to trim it a little bit. A bit too long. This is probably going to be like one of the weirder looking versions of this, since I'm vaguely trying to follow something odd. Alright, so I need a 1K resistor. I forget which one is 1K. Back to the meter. That is a 1K resistor. Cool. Alright. So where are we sticking this 1K resistor? Well, we're sticking this 1K resistor between pins 1 and 6. Correct? Yeah, this 1K resistor is right here. So that's pins 1 and 6. I could probably afford to trim this too. Ow, cat, ow. I'm getting pawed at. And it also occurs to me, ow, damn it, cricket cat. He's got to get his claws trimmed. He's kind of begging for dinner and clawing at me as he does. Okay, so there's a 1K resistor there. And then there's this capacitor that I put on the wrong side. You know what I could do? No, I'm not going to do that. I need to do... Kitty, please don't claw me up. Oh yes, I am fond of you also. so that capacitor goes with that resistor. And I'll probably trim this resistor at some point. Alright, so that's this whole... Oh, no, we got one more thing. This goes to 2. Okay. Someday I might learn how this circuit works. And there's a cat visiting. There he is. He is going to eat the entire circuit. It's like, hello, it is dinner time. I don't know what you're doing there, but it is not food. If it's food, I will eat it. Yes, I know, you were very hungry. We're very close to finishing a project here, though, I think. Hello again, kitty. Must you? I'm just gonna paw at me. Oh, you're gonna knock that off too. No, thank you. No, thank you. There goes the kitty. Well, I may finish wiring this up at some point. What are we doing now? We're going from pin 2 to 6. Yeah, this, I don't think my stream would be good without a cat showing up at some point. Also, hello there, Princess Ricky. Long time no see, because I haven't been doing this thing at all. Maybe I'll do it some more. Cat's back. A good thing about what I'm doing right now is at least the soldering iron isn't on. Hello. This is going to pin 2 and then 6. It's time for the tweezers. Alright, that's pretty rough, but that's 2 and 6. I'm almost there. I only got a few more parts. Okay, so I think I got this whole section done. I need to connect pin 5 to 9. It's going to be a really short jumper. So pin 5 to, oh no, pin 5 to 8. Yeah. This is going to be a little tricky because those pins are already obscured. It's not really that tricky. Let me just flip it off the board. Pin 5 to 8. I don't know if I have that in there very well. That's in there pretty well. That's a little funky, that's jumping over the chip, but okay. Still my best circuit. So what else we got here? Pin 3 is not connected to anything. So we're getting pretty close. I gotta connect up 14 and 10 to voltage in. I'm almost out of wire. This is a mess. This is a mess of a circuit. So now I want to connect 14 to 10. And they're both getting power in. Can't see because my big hand's in the way. Yeah, I think my goal here is just to like build it, see if I didn't screw it up, and then consider improving it. So 10 is the third pin over up top. And then this goes here. think I'm pretty close, but I may call a break for dinner. I think I got just about everything wired up though, except for maybe a speaker. I don't really have a speaker. It says I can use an LED somewhere here. I'm curious where I could use the LED. Yeah, I'm curious where he stuck the LED on this circuit. So I got that's interesting. So it looks like output comes off pin 9, which I haven't connected yet. And we got our 5K. Yes, hello, kitty. How are you doing? Yeah, I just heard the dinner bell from upstairs, so I probably should take a break and come back and finish this up a little later. Let's see if I can do anything more real quick. It would be nice if I could get this to make some squawky noises. Yeah, I haven't been streaming since probably May, at least. Yeah, I just kind of got busy and then didn't end up doing it. I want to get back to doing it, maybe. Let's see. This could be a good spot for another knob. Yeah, I'm running out of room for knobs here. But yeah, maybe I'll manage to get myself down to the basement more and do some more of these little projects. I fixed my Joy-Cons though. I think that was one of the last things I was doing down here. After breaking them twice. Let's see. Put that there. It's not the most awful place for it. Too many knobs on this thing. One is volume, the other two are like playing around with the frequency and such. Maybe I can just put an LED in there for now. Maybe I'm gonna blow the whole thing up. Shoot. Yeah, actually I'm a little over 2 hours and 10 minutes doing this. I think I may take a break, come back a little bit later and see about actually finishing this. I think I'm like down to the last few things. But I hear dinner is ready upstairs, so I don't think I want to keep that waiting. So anyways, what I'm trying to build is this thing called an Atari Punk console that makes lots of funky noises. And maybe I'll get it to work a little later tonight. But for now, I think I'm going to sign off and go get myself some dinner. And this wasn't a complete disaster for my first time streaming since about May. Hopefully I'll do it more often. Hopefully I'll be back on today. But Till then, I'm gonna go get some food. Thanks for stopping by. Nice to see you again. Sorry to say hi-bye. Hello, goodbye. But I'll hopefully be back later.